Gold79 is a Southwest U.S. gold explorer. We have 3 projects that we think each could justify the current market cap of the company. Each project has 100 plus drill holes in it and all have returned economic intercepts. Our sort of 1A and 1B projects are Jefferson Canyon, which is 7 kilometers from Round Mountain, and our other key project is the Gold Chain project in Arizona, where we've had some recent drilling success. Yeah, so it was kind of an interesting process. We had some ongoing strategic discussions that we thought were dead at the end of July, and so we proceeded to do a financing to top the treasury up. It's $500,000 financing. We had it effectively sold, and then a couple of those strategic discussions came back to life and prevented us from closing the financing. One of those was we sold our 20% interest in the Tavici project and brought in $200,000, and then the additional. And then in order to shore up the balance sheet in the interim, insiders have loaned the company some money, and then with the expectation that we'll come back to the market once we've sort of run the other strategic process to ground. Balance sheet is okay. I would say that we were doing some field work, et cetera, at our Gold Chain project in Arizona, but that's about the extent of what we're funded for right now. Post the financing, post the redo of the financing, I guess that'll change, and we'll determine budgets going forward after that. Yeah, I think what one of our objectives is, and it's all cash dependent. We have sort of 2 objectives. We want to be drilling at both our Jefferson Canyon project and Gold Chain projects next year. Obviously, that's market dependent, share price dependent, finance dependent, how much we can do. And then with Jefferson Canyon, it's obviously there is a key element there is getting the permits completed to drill. Unfortunately, with the delays in permitting, so Jefferson is a Forest Service project, and so we've done everything that we can from a Gold79 perspective, from the permitting perspective. On the permitting side, all the work is done. Our application is deemed complete. It's being reviewed by the experts at the Forest Service. Fortunately, there's a bit of a staffing shortage at the Forest Service office out of Tonopah, and so that process is taking longer than the review process is taking longer than we would have expected. So that's where the permitting process is. Yeah, so I mean, I own just under 5% of the company. The management insiders own about 17% of the company, and for me, the key thing here is that when I look at companies that don't have insider ownership, the management can just when things get tough, like Gold79 is in a tough spot at the moment. Management can just walk away. They don't have any skin in the game to try and work through it and figure out a way to move the company forward and generate value for shareholders. And that's not the case for us. I'm one of the insiders that loan money to the company, and we're working very hard to make sure that we can generate value for shareholders at this time. I think that Gold79, while it is while we're in a difficult time, market-wise, technically our projects have been doing very well. The company, our Gold Chain project, the work that we did last year and earlier this year demonstrated continuity of grade. We think we have a path to a resource at the Tyro. We've just completed some geophysics, which is very interesting. We're in the process of sort of detail evaluating that in a little more detail before we release it to the market. And so I think and then our Jefferson Canyon project, the work that we've done, remodeling the data and starting to develop a drill program there has been really very interesting. So technically the projects are doing very well, and so there is a lot of value to unlock here in this company, and I think that's the opportunity with Gold79.